Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Robinson Maroon basketball. Tonight, the Maroons have traveled to Newton to take on their Apollo Conference rival. Here are the Newton Eagles. I'm Jim Kincaid, along with Dwayne Shaw. Ron Wheeler's behind the camera, and we're a part of Worldwide Sound and Video Production, coming to you tonight through the courtesy of MediaCom.
Tonight's game brought to you by First Robinson Savings Bank, American Legion in Robinson, Rural King Supply, Cellular One in Robinson, Robinson Ford Chrysler, Crawford Memorial Hospital, Hershey Chocolate, Robinson Dairy Queen, VFW Post 4549 in Robinson, Marathon Tire, Kemper CPA Group, and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions.
Here just prior to the ball game where the Maroons and the Eagles will play. Again, I'd like to welcome the Maroon head coach, Gus Gillespie. First of all, Coach, I want to compliment you on a heck of a ball game the other night with Mount Zion. The bad thing is you come out on the short end of it, but that was one heck of a ball game. You played your game plan.
Well, we really played well and did a great, job executing the game plan and just games. Hey, we could have folded 10 early and gotten beat, but we kept battling, and we had a chance to win that thing. I'm proud of the kids, and we just got to use that as momentum going into our last 5 ball games.
Well, they played good defense, and I know we talked before the ball game that you were going to play a very deliberate game, and you got them to play your game.
Yeah.
And played very well.
Well, if you're going to give them so many offensive possessions, they're so good offensively, they're going to score. And we try to limit the offensive possessions and keep it a possession game, and had our chances. But, like I said, now we just got to move on. Forget that one. That was a great effort, but we didn't get it. We have 5 more, and hopefully this is our first one of 4 games at Newton. That's how we're going to approach it. That's what I've been talking about all week. We can play 4 games here at this school, and including that regional championship. That's our focus of this season.
Well, I think some momentum is building with you. You've had some good ball games the last 3 or 4 ball games, played well. It looks like the team is playing together very well, and coming into tonight's ball game is going to be another big test, though, because Newton is a good ball club.
They're a very good ball club, and one thing, they're a good ball club without Meinhardt. I don't know if Meinhardt's going to play tonight, but they've got some solid guys. Blake's a good shooter, Goble's a good athlete, and they just do a good job, and Coach here does a good job with them. So this is going to be a big test, and then we got the makeup game Thursday, and then the game over at Onley Saturday. We just got to keep plugging along and getting better. You need to be playing your best basketball right here in February.
Right. I forgot about the makeup game with Dietrich. I think it is on Thursday. A team that I probably have not seen at all this year. Does a game like this coming down to the end of the season where you've had to kind of throw one in, does that make a difference in your approach to the regionals as you come up?
Well, I'm kind of excited about this because it's 3 games in a week, and that's what the regional hopefully will be like. Okay. We got to get by number 1 and then number 2 and then have that number 3, but 3 games in a week with only a day off to prepare, that's a lot like a regional. So the timing might be right for this type of 3 games in a week.
Keeps you focused.
Sure.
Okay, that's good. Saturday game with Olney, another game that is on the road, another pretty good ball club. And it's a team that let's see, did Olney go AA this year? They're double A, so yes. You don't have to worry about them. Otherwise, another test, though.
Sure.
Another good ball club.
Well, we played them in the Charleston Holiday Tournament. I thought it was a game, maybe one of those games where we really struggled offensively, and still we got it into overtime. And then an overtime kind of fell apart. Hopefully, I'm going to remind the kids of what happened up there at Charleston. And we ought to go over there with a little revenge and try to get us one. Again, another, tough place to play. Coach Flanagan does a good job over there. We better be ready.
Well, again, a little momentum going. I think you're on the right track. These kids are building to a peak here at the right time of year.
Sure, and one thing that I think that's going to help us down the stretch is Jared Whipke. I think we're going to start using him a little bit of varsity time. That just makes us, so much deeper. We're going to maybe extend our defense a little more, get after people. We did that against Mount Zion. If you can pressure Mount Zion, you can pressure anyone. And guys like Chris Brooks, Jared, going to have to step off the bench. Hopefully we'll have Kirk Lowry by regional time, but you got to play strength in numbers and go as hard defensively. That's the most important thing, that we just have to focus in defensively the last 2 weeks.
Okay. Again, I want to thank you for spending a few minutes with us for the ball game. And we'll be back with a good one tonight here in Newton, the Robinson Maroons and the Newton Eagles. Well, ladies, Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Services wants to celebrate your birthday. Come in for a mammogram during your birthday month, and you'll automatically be registered for a monthly birthday drawing. February's giveaway is a haircut and style courtesy of the DA Style Center in Robinson. Crawford Memorial Hospital is certified by the FDA, the American College of Radiology, and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. For more information about mammograms or to set up an appointment, call 618-544-1234 at extension 2226. That's Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Services, working toward a healthier tomorrow. Well, the Robinson Maroons and Newton Eagles go in an Apollo Conference game here in Newton tonight. The Eagles handled the Maroons earlier this season.
It was a good ball game, 64-57, 7-point spread. The guy that really hurt him was Blake from out front. Had I think 5 or 6 threes in the first quarter, and really took control of the game at that point.
I think they have been without the services of Meinhardt the last couple of ball games, I think, with an injured knee. I'm not sure what his time is going to be tonight.
Well, he's not starting. We know that. I think he did play a little bit in the last game against Effingham, but I'm not sure how many minutes he's been allowed. He hasn't played particularly well, but without injuries, he's probably their best talent.
Well, they get ready to announce the starting lineups here tonight. Talking to Coach Gillespie before the ball game tonight, I think he's pretty pleased with the progress the team has made this year, and especially the last couple of ball games. They've played very well. Again, talking about the Mount Zion game and how they stayed in that game right up to the end of it. Made Mount Zion play their ball game.
They did, and they did it mostly with defense, and Newton has been struggling. Effingham has played a couple of low-scoring games against them, and they had a lot of trouble. One overtime, and I think just one in the last second the other night. So with Meinhardt on the bench and Effingham or Newton perhaps struggling a bit, I think the Maroons have an excellent chance here tonight. And they're going to go with the same lineup we saw against Mount Zion. Jeff McKeegan, number 5, 5'8" junior, 1 guard spot. Tyson Schnitker, number 31, 5'10" freshman at the other guard. Justin Hartrick at 1 forward, number 33, 6'1" junior. Nick Brooks at the other forward spot, number 44, 6'3" freshman. And Brandon McKeegan in the middle, number 4, 6'3" junior. So they'll go with the 3 juniors, 2 freshmen, 6'3", 6'3", 6'1", 5'10", and 5'8". Robinson comes in at 9-9-10, 1-6 in the conference. Looking for a big conference win here tonight. Newton, on the other hand, is 13-7. And I'm not sure who all their losses were to. They lost a couple of games early in the year down at the Capital Classic at Lawrenceville. And they've lost 2 tough ball games to Louisville North Clay, and they lost once to Mount Zion, and I suspect to T-Town, and I think Mount Zion's gotten them at least once, perhaps twice. So that, I suppose that adds up to 7. They'll go with guards number 12, Graham Wagner, a 5'11" senior. Josh Beverland gets the other guard spot start. Number 22, a 6-foot sophomore. Forwards number 32, Mark Goebel, a 6'2" senior. Jeremy Blake, number 34, a 6'1" senior. And Taylor Rich in the middle, number 40, a 6'3" senior. So it's a heavy senior ball club. 4 seniors, 1 sophomore, 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", 6 foot, 5'11".
Well, size-wise, they're going to match up fairly well here now at the starting
You
list.
take Matt Meinhardt's 6'4" out and the 22 points he got against the Maroons earlier this year. That's pretty tough to overcome. 3 officials, Billy Fritzter from Neoga, Mike Hayes from Sumner, and Carl Repking from Effingham.
Nick Brooks and Mark Gable will be in the center circle as we get ready to get things underway. Mr. Frichter tosses it in the air, and it's controlled by Hardiman of the Maroons, so the Maroons will have first chance. Brandon takes it inside the lane, kicks it back out to McKeegan. Now Nick Brooks, go ahead.
Newton in a man-to-man.
Brandon Hardiman took the pass inside, put up a little one-hander, and it's 2-0 Maroons as we get started here.
And Robinson opens in a man.
Coach Gillespie talked about that earlier tonight, that they would probably play a man-to-man. Try to stay with them, put a little more pressure on them than they did earlier in the year. Wagner out front with the ball back down here to Rich. And again, back out front.
Whoever's guarding that guy better get a hand in his face.
Blake's shot from the corner. Missed that one. Rebound by Hartrick, and the Maroons will take it back now. Chance to get a couple more points. McKeegan down the lane, back to Justin. Back to Jeff McKeegan. He takes it back out on the wing. Drives the baseline. Nice pass inside to Hardiman. A bounce pass to Hartrick. And Hartrick is fouled as he attempts to put the shot up. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair of them.
Okay, here's the old Newton dilemma. We have trouble figuring out who gets the fouls here, and I don't know.
And they're not on the
that
board. That's right. Can't see the other one. So we'll put one to the Phantom.
And that's a problem we're going to have to face in the regional in a couple of weeks, too.
We may have to figure out something here. Maybe they'll let us go down here on the other corner. Justin got the second shot in, 3-0 Maroons now as Newton brings it back. Good pressure by the Maroons as they get it across the floor. That's Rich. Handles it out front to Blake now. Inside to Gable. Gable drives, puts the shot up, rolls out, but he's fouled.
Brandon Hardiman got the foul. His first, team first. This will be Mark Goble shoot 2.
Got one of them. Well, that is going to be a problem. We'll have to work on that foul situation. Maybe we can station somebody down there behind the bench and get Roach to flash us some numbers up here.
Write it on a big chalkboard or something.
In and out. Hartrick with a rebound. 3-1 now. As Goble missed his second shot. McKeegan with it out front. Now Hardiman looks downtown, puts it down in the corner to McKeegan. Jeff works against Wagner. Hardiman on the turnaround, puts it in. Brandon Hardiman with 2 buckets now. 5-1, Maroons lead.
He got by with about 5 seconds in the lane, but we'll take the basket.
Gable with it out there, guarded by Hartrick now. Maroons staying with that man-to-man, doing a good job. Snitker out there. Now it's Wagner on the drive, back to the corner. And Gable's shot is good. 5-3, Maroons by 2. Just underway here in Newton. Maroons on top by 2. Justin Hartrick goes for 3, in and out. Loose ball picked up by Nick Brooks. Maroons keep it, nice turnaround jumper. Nick can't get it to go. Foul down underneath on the rebound, and let's see. It's going to go against 34, I believe.
34. Has to be. That's Jeremy Blake. His first, team second. And we get a substitute, I think.
Yeah, as Wagner goes out.
Weidman came in his place.
Shot's no good. Rebound. Picked up by Rich. Here come the Eagles in a hurry. Wide open. Tried to dunk it, missed it. Mark Gable gets you in trouble. The guy at Mount Zion did it the other night and blew it. Yeah. Coach talked to him all the way to the dressing room.
Over and back.
Over and back. Got across the line, stepped back over.
First Maroon turnover.
Didn't realize where he was. 5-3 the score. First quarter here in Newton. Maroons lead it by 2. Gable out front with it now, gives it off to Blake. Blake guarded by Brooks. They go down back in the corner to Beverland. Beverland shots up over the backboard. Maroons will have it out of bounds.
Full court man-to-man pressure with the Newton Eagles.
Schnitker takes it down court, works against Beverland. Gets it across the timeline in good shape. Tyson will pull it back out, gives to Nick Brooks. Nick bobs inside and push
holding him off. It's going to be number 2 on Brandon Hardiman.
He never did call a foul over here, did he?
I thought he did.
I thought so too, but maybe it was 3 seconds in the lane because he didn't walk over and give a foul to the bench. So the turnover gives it back to the Maroons.
I'll circle that one.
Gable missed the shot. Brooks with the rebound. Maroons got a chance again here.
McKeegan all the way.
Won't go. Tip back up, no good. Out of bounds, and it's going to go Newton Eagles. 5-3 still. Both teams have had a couple of shots at it. Can't get it to fall now.
The reserve game started the same way. It was like 3-1 with a minute and a half left in the first quarter.
Beverland with it out front now. Gable. Gable inside. Beverland. Turnaround. Got it.
He was in the lane a long time.
Josh Beverland with a bucket, and we're tied at 5 here. I can't even see the time on the clock.
4:10.
Loose ball. Good hustle. Eagles pick it up. Drops it down underneath. Shots up and in by Weidman. Schnitker down court. 7-5 Newton with the lead now. Nick Brooks goes for 3. Buries it. So we trade again. Make it 8-7.
One freshman to the other.
Back down underneath. Wide open under the bucket was Mark Gable. Newton getting down court in a hurry. Robinson not covered on their transition that time. And it's 9-8 Newton this time. Brooks.
Crowd wanted traveling, and I think they were right.
They probably were on that.
They want to do a whistle.
Schnitker with it out front, and McKeegan. They hold the ball now. McKeegan starts, gives it to Hartrick, has it knocked away, but he gets it back. A little over 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. It's a 1-point ball game, and McKeegan did get caught for the shot, or for the step, and the turnover give it back to the Eagles. It's 9-8 in favor of Newton.
Jason Young steps in for the Maroons. McKeegan takes a seat.
Blake with the ball. Brooks comes out to guard him. Now it's Weidman. Whoops.
Oh, somebody.
Well,
they got Brooks on the trip, I guess.
Yeah, but he was looking the other way. Gable went through, tripped over Brooks's feet, but Nick hadn't moved. He was, I think, looking the other way. But the foul goes to him anyway. So Newton into the ball game now. Here's Jeremy Zimbalem, number 54 in the ball game. Wagner is back, and got another one in there somewhere. Good steal by Jason Young. Just checked in for the Maroons. Hartrick with it in the corner. Now Schnitker, guarded by Wagner. Schnitker takes it inside, little short jumper, won't go. Tipped out, and I think Nick Brooks is going to be guilty of an over-the-back foul again.
That's his second.
44.
So 2 on Nick Brooks and
2 real quick, too.
1 on Brandon Hardiman, I guess.
Still 9-8 in favor of Newton. Blake brings it down. Brooks comes out to meet him. Beverland with the ball out front.
There's Blake behind.
Blake behind the line for 3, and he drills it. Make it 12-8 now, Newton. A little over 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Schnitker handles it out front for the Maroons. Now Hartrick with it in the corner. Goes into Brooks, has it knocked out of bounds. It'll be Maroons' ball. McKeegan checks back in the game for Schnitker.
And here comes Nick Shaner.
First Robinson Savings Bank's happy to be sponsoring tonight's ball game with locations in Robinson, Oblong, and Palestine. They've been serving Crawford County since 1883. That's 117 years of meeting the financial needs of our area. Got a foul call that time. Zimbalem, I believe. And Maroons will have it back out again. It's 12-8 Newton. First quarter here. It's been a tight first quarter. Lead's changed hands a couple of times. Newton on a turnover has converted up to a 12-point lead right now. Jason Young off the glass into the hands of Nick Shaner. McKeegan pulls it back out.
Nick Shaner came in. Nick Brooks took his 2 fouls to the bench.
Protect him there for a little bit.
He can't get any more.
Uh-oh.
Another turnover.
Steal by Blake. He's down and drops it in. Maroons a little sloppy on their passing that time, and that cost them a basket. 14-8 now, Newton Eagles.
5 turnovers.
Well, for the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Don't forget, we'd like to thank Cellular One for providing us with a free phone to coordinate production of all the community events. Stop in at Cellular One, located on the east side of the square in Robinson, and check out the variety of phones that are available. They've got several models to choose from and a lot of calling plans to choose from. That's Cellular One on the east side of the square in Robinson. Maroons ball. McKeegan will handle it. Full court pressure now by the Eagles. Wagner's got Jeff, but he gets it across the line, no problem. Shaner down in the corner. Jason Young wide open. Gives it back out to Shaner, but he gets it back. Drives inside, loses the ball. Here comes the Eagles, 2-on-1. Nice job.
He travels.
And it's a charging foul going to be called against Josh Beverly, and he missed the shot. Went into Justin Hartrick. And Berlin is going to be called with the foul. Maroons ball.
Schnitker and Brooks back in for Shaner and Young.
Right at a minute to go in the first quarter. 14-8, the Eagles lead it. Maroons got a chance to cut the slack here a little bit. Long pass down to Jeff McKeegan. And the push is going to be called against Beverlin.
No, 12. It's Graham Wagner.
Wagner, you're right. I saw the 2. It's Graham Wagner with the foul. I guess you'd call that face guarding as McKeegan went on a post pattern. Hartrick threw him the ball. Hartrick will bring it in. Lobs it out long. Brooks got pushed to the side then got hammered again. They call it a jump ball.
And it's possession Newton.
Well, he got fouled twice on that one. It'll be Newton ball. Weidman brings it in. Gives to Blake. Blake will bring it down. Nick Brooks on him. Look out, Nick. You'll get another one.
Minute to go.
McKeegan picked up the loose ball. It's going to go out of bounds. Newton will keep it. He don't know. Jump ball. Possession. Well, it's going to go the right way.
Yeah.
The trouble is they lose the possession, but from where I sat, it was definitely Robinson ball. And Hayes really was out of position. Frichter, I think, must have blinked.
The play was ahead of him and behind Hayes. So
anyway, Maroons got the ball in their hands. That's Hartrick. Takes it in the lane, kicks it back out. Brooks, look out. Baseline caught, pulls back out to McKeegan.
40 seconds.
14-8. Maroons trail it by 6. Hardiman with the ball down underneath, and Schnitker's hammered. That's Zimbalem as he tried to go at him with a pass. And let's see, it'll be out of bounds to the Maroons.
That's a 16 foul.
Schnitker will bring it in. Gives to Hartrick. Goes to Hardiman inside. He's triple teamed. Turns around, puts a shot, no good. Brooks pushed aside, puts up the shot, pushed again, and finally got the call.
Got a block underneath. Is that going to be Zimbalem again? No.
1-2, it looks like. Wagner.
Wagner again. That's his second, at least 7th team foul. Still have the phantom foul in there somewhere.
Nick Brooks will go at the line. Nick Shaner getting ready to check back in here. Just about 25 seconds to go in the quarter. Nick's got one. 14-9 now. Back in for Newton comes Taylor Rich as Wagner sits down. I think Shaner is getting ready to come in for Brooks. Get him out before anything happens. He makes his second shot. Now Shaner will come in. Nick will take a seat. 14-10, a 4-point lead for the Eagles. Robinson Ford Chrysler has a full line of Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Dodge, Chrysler, and Plymouth products. You don't need a 911 sale to get a sale price from Robinson Ford Chrysler right there in Robinson. Newton goes inside with it. Shots up and in by Mark Gable. 16-10, a 6-point lead for the Eagles. We're coming down under 10 seconds. McKeegan takes it to the top of the key. Somebody needs to put up a shot. He traveled with it.
Yeah.
Time runs out as Blake got the rebound. Sloppy first quarter, but it's 16-10. Maroons only trail by 6. They started out really well, and then all of a sudden really went through a streak of turnovers there. The restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson's open to the public on Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights for dinner, Sunday for lunch. That's the American Legion, E.M. Kohler, Post 69 in Robinson. Well, it's tax filing season again, and the Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team. Don't forget Rural King Supplies is your winter weather headquarters. I don't know why I lost that right there, but what else could it be now, wintertime? So if you need some Carhartt insulated outerwear or Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes plus Northerner boots by Service, lacrosse insulated boots, that's all a Rural King Supply on Route 33, east of Robinson. Second quarter underway, Newton ball. Blake with it out front. Snitker going after him and tipped away, and
That's a pretty weak foul there.
touch foul by Tyson. And it'll be Newton ball out of bounds. Maroons didn't. It's a team fouls about even.
Robinson with 4, Newton with 7.
Okay, so Robinson's in the bonus. Newton's got a little bit to go yet. So there's Blake with it, or Gable with it out front. Robinson.
Tyson Snitker draws Jeremy Blake. They're probably their most dangerous offensive weapon at this point.
Jason Young's got Weedman, Nick Brooks, and Zumbalam go at it. So,
nice job.
Count the bucket.
He's going to get the foul. Tyson was kind of trailing him on it.
Looks like, I swear it said 31.
Yep,
Who
has
is
to be. Yes, that's Snitker.
Snitker. Nick Brooks comes back in for Shaner. Is that Snitker's third?
Second.
Blake at the line. He'll have one. Basket counted. 18-10. And mark that one up, 19-10. Jason Young, good pressure by the Eagles here. Jason gets it across to Nick Brooks. Nick takes it inside, drives, puts it off the glass, count the bucket, he'll get the foul.
Are they going to count it, though?
He gave the signal. Counted,
he
said yeah. And it looks like 40.
40.
That's Taylor Rich. So Brooks will be at the line. He'll have one. Jeff McKeegan comes back in for Jason Young. 19-12. We can make it a 6-point spread here if Nick can get this one in.
I thought Nick was a dribble and a step away from taking the shot when the foul was made.
He got the free throw. Yeah. Anyway, you can get it. 19-13. Eagles up by 6.
Okay, Maroons change up a bit here and go to a 1-3-1 zone, looks like.
Gable in the corner got double teamed, but gets it back out in front to Rich. Weedman thinks about it. Gives to Rich. Rich shots up in the air. He's fouled.
Fouled by Brooks, and that's 3.
He's holding 2. He must have been on the line when the foul was made. Shooting 2.
That's 3rd foul.
Taylor Rich will shoot it. Comes off hard. That's all right. 19-13. Eagles by 3. Chris Brooks and Nick Shaner come in now as Nick Brooks and Justin Hartrick take a break. Rich's second shot also is no good.
Where'd he come from?
Well, Gable came in from a long way off, and Shaner got called for the foul right off the bat as he grabbed it right in front of Nick, and Nick had him by the wrist. What do you mean shooting 2? Took it on the rebound, I thought. He's getting 2 shots, but
There's 16 foul. Both teams in bonus now.
it'll be a long night. Shot's good. Gable has a nice arching shot. Boy, it just drops right through. 20-13. Saturday night, February 12th, go to the VFW Post 45-49 in Robinson. They're having their Valentine's dance from 8:30 to 11:30. Music will be by the Aristocrats. That's Saturday night, February 12th at the VFW Post 45-49 in Robinson. McKeegan gets it across the line, drops it off to Hardiman. Brandon's got the 10-footer. 21-15. And a timeout call. 20-second timeout by the Eagles. Well, the First Robinson Savings Bank happy to be sponsoring tonight's ball game with locations in Robinson, Oblong, and Palestine. They've been serving Crawford County since 1883. That's 117 years of meeting the financial needs of our area. After that short timeout, it'll be Eagles ball. Graham Wagner will bring it in. Full court pressure by the Maroons. Good job. He gets it into Blake, though. Blake comes down court. McKeegan gets on him. Wagner down in the corner, now inside to Rich. Comes back out front to Weedman. Weedman takes it underneath, puts up the shot. No good. Come on. And Wagner's on the rebound. I think Wagner's going to be guilty of the foul here on Nick Shaner. It is.
Right. That's 3 on Graham Wagner.
Well, Nick had position, but that was one of those flip the coin, see who you're going to give it to. But Wagner was reaching in. So Shaner will be at the line for the Maroons with a wanted bonus. 21-15. Chance to cut the lead down now to 4. Got one. I think Nick was only about 50% in the first game.
Yeah, he missed a lot of.
Maybe he got warmed
shots
up a little bit. There you go. Got them both. Now we're 21-17, a 4-point ball game here. Good pressure by the Maroons. Gable brings it down. And that's Weedman out front with it. Snitker goes after him. Oh, got a hand on it, almost got it away from him. Blake gets it over to Gable, and they throw it away. Maroons ball. 21-17, they trail it with a little over 6 minutes to go in the half. Shaner goes through a crowd, gives it back out to Chris Brooks. Now McKeegan will take care of it. Snitker back to McKeegan. Thought about it. Tyson will put up the 3. Missed everything, but right in the hands of Nick Shader. We go around the horn again. This time McKeegan will put up a 2. Just inside the arc, and that's a big bucket. 21-19, a 2-point ball game now. Maroons trail it by 2, and McKeegan gets called for the foul on Blake.
Blake will go to the line, shoot 1 and 1. He's 1 for 1 so far.
Is that McKeegan's first foul?
Yes.
Into the ball game comes Nick Dial, first time tonight.
6'5", sophomore.
A little size in here. Remember Nick from the JV game. Shots missed. Rebound, Brandon Hardiman. Maroons got a chance to tie or go ahead right now. McKeegan. Bounce pass over to Brooks. Chris gives it back to Jeff. Jeff over to Snitker. They look around. Snitker again. They'd like to go into Hardiman. Hardiman's got it now. Makes a move inside. Gets in trouble. And a traveling call. And the turnover will give it back to...
You're stepping on my string.
Yeah, well, I guess
just
I got
like football.
I guess I got you cut off, haven't I? Sorry. You get under it. Here comes Blake. In the lane, nice drive, puts it up off the glass, won't go. Loose ball, kicked back out, picked up by Weedman. Weedman's shot's no good. Nick Shaner almost had his foot on the line. Gives to McKeegan. It's 21-19. Maroons trail by 2, and Jeff will control it out front. A little over 4 minutes to go in the half. Snicker, nice pass inside to Hardiman. Now we got a foul somewhere, and I think
it's going on Nick Shaner.
It looks like it. Away from the ball. 1-5. Shaner called for it. Pushing off underneath. Still 21-19. Eagles by 2, but they go down here to shoot a free throw. And I think it's going to be, I don't know.
They don't know yet, I guess.
Well, they're going to let Nick Dial shoot it.
And it's 1-1. Newton up 2 points here. Pretty important.
Dial sinks that one. Make it 22-19. Got them both. Dial just come off the bench, got 2 free throws. 23-19, the Eagles back to a 4-point lead. Snitker, or that's Hartrick, now back to McKeegan. Jeff puts up a 3. Got it. 3-pointer for Jeff McKeegan. That makes her 23-22. It's a 1-point ball game. Stolen by McKeegan. Foul called against Gable. Jeff able to knock the ball loose. Went after it. Foul by Gable, and Jeff will be at the line to shoot 2. Got 1. You know what? We're tied at 23.
Yeah, a little over 4 minutes left, and Maroons are shooting double bonus.
4:17 to go in the half, and a chance for the Maroons to go up, and they do it. Make it 24-23 now. First time they've led since the opening basket. Eagles bring the ball down. That's Weedman with it. Rich, look out. No basket. The foul called on the floor, and that's Gable that'll go to the line. We'll see who the guilty party.
Has to be Hartrick. He's the only one there. And
yep.
It is. It's his first. 8th team foul.
For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire. For Bridgestone, Michelin Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Mr. Gable missed that one. Still 24-23, Maroons on top. And he missed them both over the back, but no call was made as Chris Brooks took that one off the rim. And McKeegan has it out front. Maroons lead it by 1. Jason Young back in the ball game. Inside to Hartrick. Jason will go right on the line. Missed the shot. Loose ball picked out of there. McKeegan, Hartrick got it. Maroons will keep control. Chris Brooks from the corner. Rebound right in the hands of Justin. Puts it up. Has it partially blocked, and this time picked out of the air by Rich. Here come the Eagles. Maroons up by 1. Blake, guarded by McKeegan. Weedman, and back across to Rich. Whoops. Jeff McKeegan went after it, and Blake got him off his feet, and Jeff went right into him, so that's going to put Jeremy Blake at the line with 1 in bonus.
He says 2. I guess it must be a double.
Now we got a bunch of fouls, haven't we? Double bonus in the first half already. A little over 3 minutes to go. Blake's got that one. We're tied at 24. Let's see, Zimbalem back in the ball game for the Eagles. Or Jeremy Zimbalem. I think that's the first time he's been in tonight. A second shot is missed, picked off by Shaner's going to get the call as Taylor Rich and Nick really collided. Rich got the worst end of it. Nick just standing in the wrong place at the wrong time.
That's his third.
Shots off the rim. The Eagles not taking very much advantage of their chances at the line here. 24-24 tie. Missed them both. Loose ball picked up by Hartrick. Maroons pressured by the Eagles here. Snitker will take it down and work against Weidman. Tied at 24. Jason Young almost stepped out of bounds. Hardiman has it knocked loose, picks it up. Brandon takes it in the lane, travels. Chris Brooks checks back in the game for the Maroons. Eagles bring it down. That's Blake with Snitker on it. Inside, Rich gives it back to Blake. Blake for three. Buries it.
He likes those shots in the wing.
27-24. McKeegan. Foul's going to be called on. No, it's back underneath the basket, I think, on Bierman.
Oh, really?
It is. It's going to go against Michael Bierman, who just checked in a little bit ago. And Nick Shaner will be at the line. Away from the ball foul. And Nick will have two. Rolls it in and out. Hardiman comes back in, and Chris Brooks will go out. Nick's got that one. 27-25, a two-point game again. Eagles by two. Good pressure by the Maroons. Weidman brings it down against Snitker. Inside, back out front to Rich. Weidman again with it on the wing. Bounce pass inside to Bierman. Shot's no good. Rebound Hartrick. Maroons will take it back. 27-25. Newton leads by two.
Maroons done a great job on the boards. Out-rebounding Newton 16-6.
Brandon Hardiman in a crowd doesn't get the basket, doesn't get the roll. Loose ball. Still loose ball. Picked out of there finally by the Eagles. Weidman. He takes it to the bucket. McKeegan's on him. But McKeegan. No, I think Hartrick's going to be guilty of the foul. Jeff got up there, blocked the ball away. Hartrick was trying to get set for take the charge and didn't quite make it. So
no, McKeegan got the foul.
Well, okay.
That's his third, too.
He's going to shoot two anyway. Hartrick went down. He pointed at Hartrick, and I assumed he's the one that got it. Well, Hartrick, to me, is the one that did the foul. McKeegan got all ball, so anyway you look at it. Jeff's going to go out, and there comes Jason Young.
Maroons three players with three fouls.
That's going to hurt because it's been a tough first half, really on both sides for the fouls. There's been a lot of fouls called. He rolls that one in, make it 28-25 now. 3-point lead by the Eagles. Snitker will take it down. We're under 2 minutes to go here in the half. Hartrick to Nick Shaner. Back to Hartrick. Justin works out front. Now gives it up to Young. Snitker Justin, you got a three, take it. Not quite. Rebound, loose ball, hang on, out of bounds. Maroons ought to get to keep it. They do.
1:24 left in the half.
And it's 28-25 Newton Eagles. Snitker gives to Hartrick. Goes inside to Brandon Hardiman. Hardiman has it taken away, but a foul's going to be called on Weidman. This will put Brandon Hardiman at the line. He'll shoot two. Tax filing season again. The Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and your financial reports in a professional, timely manner. So put Kemper CPA Group on your team. Brandon got them both. 28-27. Weidman brings it down against Snitker.
There's
Blake. Blake takes it inside, kicks it back out to Zimbalem. Zimbalem takes the baseline, puts up the shot. Count the basket, and the foul, I think, is going to go against Brandon Hardiman. 4. Brandon charged with the foul. Zimbalem's at the line. He made the basket. It's 30-27. He's got a chance to add one. Comes out hard, loose ball. Zimbalem gets it right back. He takes it in the lane, puts up the short jumper, won't go. Loose ball again. Snitker, right place, right time. Good job, Tyson.
Under a minute.
30-27. Eagles by 3. Boy, the Maroons have stayed right with them. Hartrick for 3. He got it. Tied at 30. 34. Eagles with the ball. Weidman out front. Snitker guards him. He loses it off his foot but gets it back. Look out, Blake's got it now. Rich to the key. Drive to the bucket, baseline, Zimbalem got it. Zimbalem made a nice move to the basket, put it off the glass. 32-30. Shot's no good. Eagles rebound, and the time runs out on the half with the Newton Eagles lead it by 2, 32-30. A good first half. Well, don't forget the Rural King Supplies, your winter weather headquarters. At Rural King, you'll find clothing for the family, blue jeans by Riders, Wrangler, Carhartt, and Dickey, plus a large selection of camouflage clothing, insulated boots, and a whole lot more. That's a Rural King Supply on Route 33, east of Robinson. Well, tell you what, drove out on the east side of town a couple of days ago and saw the lights on at the Dairy Queen. Like to put out the invitation for the DQ. Stop by for Scrumptious DQ Delights. That's right, that's the Robinson. Dairy Queen is now open again and ready for their 40th season. Stop in and try out their new S'more Galore Parfaits. And they've got 3 new blizzards out there: Georgia Mud Fudge, Yukon Cruncher, and Whoppin' Wild. They've got a great Valentine's Day cakes. So for special orders, be sure to give them 24-hour notice. Only at your Robinson Dairy Queen yogurt store, now open for their 40th season. Well, your heart will flip this Valentine's Day with this special order. Let me try that again. This special offer on the Nokia 282 portable phone from Cellular One on the east side of the square in Robinson. You get 1 month free access, 2 months of double minutes, and 3 months of free nickel nights and weekends. Certain restrictions do apply. Other phone models and plans are also available, so stop in and take advantage of this special offer at Cellular One on the east side of the square in Robinson. Looking for something to do Saturday night, go down to the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson. Take your Valentine down there and spend Valentine's at the VFW. The dance will be from 8:30 to 11:30 with music by the Aristocrats That's at the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson, Saturday night, February 12th. Are you just coloring or are you done? Oh, okay. At Robinson Ford Chrysler, their award-winning service department treats you just like family. Once you purchase a car, you become part of that family. Uh-oh, look out. They'll take care of you with their award-winning service department. That's at the Robinson Ford Chrysler in Robinson. The percussion group has just entered the gymnasium. Well, I tell you, tonight's ball game is brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate in the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sixlets, Paydays, and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate in Robinson. We'll take a little shot right here to get the opportunity, with the drum rolls in the background, talk a little bit about the Maroon Wrestlers. This year, the Maroon Wrestling team won their regional. And that is big news. This is a young sport at the Robinson High School, and they have really put together a program. And this is the first year that they have won the team regional. So they're going to be advancing into sectional play. And they won the regional up at Tolono Unity School. They come out of there with the win. Tolono Unity was second, and they had an excellent showing. They're advancing on to the sectional play. We'll try to give you a little more about that as we go along here tonight. But our congratulations to the Maroon Wrestling team for their Class A regional title. You got totals?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm a point off, but who cares? Huh? It's on their side. I've actually got them for 33, and the board says 32. We'll see if it gets corrected or if I have to scratch out a point somewhere along the line.
Well, just don't show it to the score game.
I have their leading scorer, Jeremy Blake, with 12 points, which should be no surprise. He got them for 21 in the first meeting. Mark Goebel with 9, 3 points for Weedman. Beverland with 2. 1 point for Taylor Rich, 2 points for Nick Deal, 4 points for Zimbalin. 2 3-point baskets, both of them by Blake, actually. 9 for 19 from the line. So Newton's not doing a very good job at the line. They did commit 11 fouls. We have 3 on Wagner and 1 each on everybody else. Weedman, Beverland, Goebel, Blake, Rich, Bierman, Zimbalin, and all that could change because there's a phantom foul rolling around in there somewhere, and I don't know where it goes. If somebody goes out with 5 before we think so, that's it. Robinson's leading scorer is tied at this point. Brandon Hardiman with 8, Nick Brooks with 8. Brooks spent a good part of the time in the second quarter on the bench with 3 fouls. McKeegan with 7 points, 3 points for Nick Shaner. Justin Hartrick with 4. 3 3-point baskets, 1 by McKeegan, 1 by Hartrick, and 1 by Nick Brooks. 11 for 13 in the line. Maroon's doing a good job at the free throw line. Just get there a little more often. 14 fouls called. 3 on Nick Brooks, 3 on Nick Shaner, 3 on Jeff McKeegan, 2 on Brandon Hardiman, 2 on Tyson Schlichter, and 1 on Justin Hartrick. Rebounding, Maroon's doing a good job there, leading at this point 17-8. And turnovers, I have Maroon's 9, Newton 3. So it's 32-30 here at the halftime.
The fact they've out-rebounded them is a good sign. However, the turnovers kind of take that away from it and makes it kind of evens it out a little bit. So Maroons need to take a little better care of the ball here in the second half. The restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson is open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for dinner and Sundays for lunch. That's the American Legion. E.M. Colder Post is 69 in Robinson. We'll take a little break here at halftime, and we'll be right back with the second half. Crawford Memorial Home Care Agency is conducting a blood pressure clinic on Tuesday, February 15th at the Newton Senior Citizen Center from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. A registered nurse from Crawford Memorial Home Care Agency will be taking blood pressures on the third Tuesday of every month. No appointments are necessary and walk-ins are welcome. So for more information, call Crawford Memorial Home Care Agency at 546-5461 or toll free at 1-888-546-5461. Crawford Memorial Hospital and Home Health Care, a tradition of caring. Well, second half action, Maroons will have it. Jeff McKeegan's got it.
Starters back in.
It's a 2-point ball game. 32-30, Eagles lead it. They've got the rebound now, and here they go back in a hurry. Blake with it, gets it back out front to Weidman.
Maroons opening a 1-3-1.
Weidman works out front, now gives it over to Beverland. Down in the corner to Blake, back out front. Weidman drives the lane, gives to Beverland, back out with Blake at the line. He likes to shoot her there and drills another one. Jeremy Blake, he knows where he wants to go, and he puts in a three. 35-30, a 5-point lead now for the Maroons.
Nick Brooks took a run at him, but he couldn't leave his feet because he's got those 3 fouls.
Newton with a man-to-man. Hardiman works on his short jumper, doesn't get the roll, knocked away, picked off by Goebel. Down in a hurry go the Eagles. Into the corner. Blake loses it out of bounds, Maroons ball. I think he wasn't quite looking for the pass from Beverland and let it get away from him. And that'll give it back to the Maroons. Newton opened the half with a 3-pointer from Blake, made it 35-30, and that's where we are right now. Knocked away by Weidman. Weidman's going to be called for a foul.
First team foul. I think that's 2 on Weidman.
Maroons will have it out of bounds. Hartrick will bring it in. Gives to McKeegan. Weidman picks him up at the line. Jeff to Hardiman. Brandon moves inside, works on Rich, and Rich called for the foul.
Brandon Hardiman having to work hard to get his shots.
Maroons will bring it in. Brandon will throw it in. Gives to McKeegan, guarded by Weidman. He takes it back out front. McKeegan to Hartrick. He's quickly double teamed, knocked away by Blake, but Justin gets it back. Now Brooks in the corner. Brooks takes it to the bucket, tries to dump it back out to Snitker, and stepped on the baseline, and we give it over to Newton. Maroons will show full court pressure. They get it in.
It's man pressure. Let's see if they drop off, back off in the zone. No, they're staying in the man.
Beverland with the ball, guarded by Snitker. Blake in the corner, get a hand in his face. Look out, there's another one. He hadn't missed any, has he? 38-30 on 2 threes by Blake. A 20-second timeout called by Coach Gillespie, and the Maroons will talk about it.
First Maroon timeout.
First Robinson Savings Bank's happy to be sponsoring tonight's ball game with locations in Robinson, Oblong, and Palestine to serve you. They've been serving Crawford County since 1883. That's 117 years of meeting the financial needs of our area. And for the best deal in tires, hurry down to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Maroons ball out of bounds to McKeegan. 38-30, Newton leads it. Nick Brooks at the top of the key. Snitker comes up with the ball. Snitker at the baseline. Shots up
Nice
and in. 38-32. Maroons trail by 6. Blake on the drive. Nice job. Boy, he just flashed across the key and put up a little one-hander off the glass and scores. 40-32. He's got all the Newton points here this half.
He's got 20 of them so far. He's got half of the points in the game.
McKeegan, short jumper, got it. 15-footer, Jeff drills it. 40-34, 6-point game. Look out, guys. Get down in a hurry. Here comes Blake again. Dumps it off. We're back out front. Blake takes it to the key. Dumps it off to Beverland. Beverland missed a shot into the hands of McKeegan. Jeff has it knocked away, but he gets it back. Brooks for 3. Got it. Nick Brooks from behind the arc. 3-point game again. 40-37. Maroons trail it by 3. Blake takes it down. Nick Brooks will pick him up. Oh. McKeegan just took it right out of his hands and was called for the foul.
That's his 4th.
That's a really tough call.
Was he shooting?
No.
He's getting 2 shots.
His back was to the basket. Jeff just took it right out of his hands. That was just not good. I don't believe that one.
Comes Jason Young and Chris Brooks.
Yeah, Jeff's the line. He's frustrated. I don't blame him. Jeff had sneaked in on the blind side of him. He turned away from the bucket. Jeff just snatched it right out of his hands. And there was no way he was putting a shot up. Well, there's one. 41-37. Hope somebody's taping this. They can back it up and look at it. Jason Young in the corner. Has it knocked away and out of bounds. And it'll be Maroons' ball. Graham Wagner is the one that got a hand on it. Chris Brooks in the game. He'll toss it in. Gets it to Jason Young. Jason will work out front, gets it to Chris Brooks. Chris looks inside. Now Hardiman. Brandon puts up a 3. Got it. Brandon Hardiman, give him 3. 41-40, 1-point ball game. Nick Brooks ready to check back in the game here, and he's coming in for brother Chris. Hardiman got that 3. That was a big one. 41-40 now. Newton by 1. Knocked away by Brandon Hardiman. Little short jumper. Won't go off the back of the rim. Blake with a rebound. They've got a 2-on-1. Blake takes it inside off the glass.
Wiped it off, I think.
Wipe it off, he said.
Charge.
A charging call against Blake. That is a big one.
That's his 2nd.
They already had the score changed on the scoreboard. Keep it 41-40, a 1-point ball game. Wipe off the basket, take a charging foul against Jeremy Blake. Maroons ball. Jason Young will bring it down. Maroons a chance to go in front. Jason guarded out front by Wagner. Nick Brooks now. He walked. And he did. The turnover gives it back to Newton. Costly turnover. So the Eagles ball. Gable will bring it in. Chris Brooks back in the ball game. They get it into Beverland. He takes it down against Snitker. Blake with it on the wing. Back to Wagner. Blake again. Blake puts up the 3. A little bit short. Loose ball, picked around, knocked around, finally grabbed out of there by Chris Brooks. Down court to Nick. Nick, careful. Turn around underneath, got it. Nick Brooks got it under control. He did a heck of a job on that. Knocked out of bounds by Hardiman. Good defense, and quickly down the floor on defense they went, and Brandon got a foot on it. The Maroons lead it on Nick Brooks's basket, 42-41. Blake will be the one to throw it in for the Eagles. A little over 3 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Heck of a ball game here. Comes out deep. Rich will handle it. Beverland with the ball. Blake from behind the arc. Got another one. Boy, you got to get on this kid. 44-42. The Eagles now back by 2. Hardiman. Brandon works against Rich. Worked hard, got the bucket. Brandon Hardiman. Tied at 44. Wagner gets it out to Blake. Look out. Gable with a 15-footer. 46-44. Chris Brooks works against Blake to Snitker. Back out front to Jason Young, to Chris Brooks in the wing. Brandon Hardiman, turnaround 10-footer, doesn't get the roll. Loose ball knocked loose. Chris Brooks in the right place.
Nice
Wide
pass.
open underneath. Nick Brooks got the second one to go. Good hustle. Good job by Chris to spot him underneath. Nick missed the first one, but he got the second one. Here's a short jumper. Brooks is going to be called for the foul on the shot as Gable went up, missed the jumper, but he'll go at the line to shoot two. We're tied at 46. Minute 50 to go in the quarter.
Only 2 team fouls against the Maroons in this quarter, so that's pretty good.
Very good.
But only 3 against Who's timeout here?
Well, we'll have to watch. I think that's a Newton timeout. No, he's pointing to Robinson, and it must be a full. 32 called it. Whoever that is, he's not in the ballgame. Anyway, I think that was a Robinson timeout. Man, it's been a heck of a ball game. We're tied at 46 here with, what do we got, a minute 50-something to go in the third quarter? At 1:56. All right. Well, hey, tax filing season again. The Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team. Don't forget Rural King Supply, your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by Service and lacrosse insulated boots. That's all out of Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. Getting excited here. Mark Gable at the line. He'll shoot two. There's that high arching shot again. Nothing but net, 47-46. And he can put the Eagles up by 2 again. Missed the shot. 1-point ball game. Brandon Hardiman comes up with a loose ball. Maroons down court to Nick Brooks. Oh, Jason Young picks it up, buries it. Give him 2. 40, come on, put it up, 48-47. 2 bodies on the floor, nothing called, but we'll take the bucket, 48-47. And
Jason Young made the grab.
What's that? We got Beverland at the line now?
No, they're still out of bounds.
Still out of bounds.
That's only the third team foul.
Okay, Blake will bring it in. 48-47, Maroons by 1 here. Wagner out on the wing. Blake now, look out, knocks Jason down, puts up a short jumper, comes back. Jason got a hand on it, and then Snitker picked up the loose ball. Come on, guys, down in a hurry. Knocked out of bounds, Maroon ball. Good hustle defensively on the part of Blake that time as he got down there and knocked it out of bounds. Coach Gillespie out there trying to keep these guys fired up. Snitker will bring it in. Lobs it over to Nick Brooks. Nick puts it on the floor, back out to Brandon Hardiman. Brandon goes for 3, comes up short. And Blake with the rebound. Eagles go down with it. Wagner down court. Beverland back inside to Goebel. Won't go. 48-47, Maroons still lead. Brandon Hardiman down the middle. Stop, pops.
Oh, they got the block.
He got the block. He missed the shot, but Brandon will go to the line for 2. That was right in front of Mr. Frichter, and he called it.
That's going to be 4 on Wagner.
Shoot 2.
Hardiman's 2 for 2 from the line.
Got another one.
Maroons up 49-47 with a minute 3 left here in the third quarter.
Chris Brooks getting ready to check back in. Jason Young goes out.
Chris is coming for Hardiman. He's coming for the shooter. So
yeah, and Jeff McKeegan back in the game here for the Maroons. Hartrick on the floor. Missed a second shot, picked off by Rich. Blake's got the ball. Look out, Eagles down court. Blake takes it inside, dumps it off to Zimbalem. Zimbalem, a short jumper, no good. Brandon Hardiman rebound. Brandon's got some fire in him now. McKeegan stops an 18-footer. Got it. Jeff McKeegan We got 51-47. Down court, the drive is missed. Zimbalem has it partially blocked by Brooks. Nick comes out with it, knocked down, grabbed, out of bounds, stays, saves the ball, gets it back to Newton. Easy peasy. Blocking
There's
foul
a block
call.
and a basket.
That was Hartrick.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be Gable that'll go to the line. I thought Brooks got mugged down there on the rebound a while ago. He lost it out of bounds. Newton picked it up. Gable took it under and was fouled on the shot. Score the basket. And he'll be at the line to shoot one. Whipke and Brooks come in the ball game for the Maroons as Hardiman and Nick Brooks will get a break. We've got 29 seconds left in the quarter, and that's why. They both got 3 fouls on them.
Now Hardiman only has 2. Brooks still has his 3.
Gable will be at the line there to shoot the one. It's 51-49. Missed the shot, rebound Chris Brooks. Maroons can keep that 2-point lead. Down in a hurry, throws it away. A little too much in a hurry. 24 seconds left here in the quarter, and it's Newton ball again. Maroons 51, Newton 49. Gable brings it in, gets to Weidman. He works against Snitker. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Rich, or that's Blake with it rather. Blake takes it inside, puts up the fadeaway. Doesn't get it. Loose ball. Chris Brooks there. Chris has got some rebounds tonight. Bounce pass down, shots up in the air. And well, we played 3 quarters, and this is the first time the Maroons have been on top, 51-49. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 6 lead changes in that quarter. And that's, believe me, unofficial. 51-49, the Maroons lead it at the end of the third. Whew. Working us tonight, Shaw. That's exciting. Hey, tell you what, for an exciting night and somewhere to take your Valentine, go down to the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson. Saturday, February 12th, coming up. The VFW is having their Valentine's dance from 8:30 to 11:30. Music will be by the Aristocrats. That's Saturday night, February 12th at the VFW Post 4549 in Robinson. Back out on the floor. We're ready to start the final quarter, and the Maroons can, I hope, can smell a win here. They're working hard. We're tied on that shot by Beverland. 51. McKeegan takes it inside, drops it back to Hartrick. Justin back to Jeff. Jeff goes to the McKees, has it knocked loose. We get a foul? Yeah. Uh, 14.
That's
Weidman.
3. 15 foul.
It'll be Maroons ball out of bounds. Justin Hartrick will bring it in. We're tied at 51. Justin, hurry. There you go, into Nick Brooks. Nick lobs it to Hardiman. Brandon in a crowd. Got it.
Did a nice job. They came to him from the weak side.
53-51. Beverland knocks around, stolen. Jeff McKeegan has it knocked away. Gable picks it up. We're playing volleyball here, or soccer one. Blake, look out. Blake for 3. Comes off, no good. Picked out of there by Gable. Back inside to Zimbalem. To Blake, out of bounds. And it's going to be Newton ball. I'll try to say Zimbalem real quick, and that's tough. Blake will bring it in. Takes it back out deep to Weidman. Now Blake, behind the line. Don't give him any room. Beverland looks for help. Zimbalem way out there. McKeegan's got him. Now Blake down in the corner. The drive by Weidman. Baseline. Kicks it back out. Zimbalem, short jumper won't go. Zimbalem on the rebound. Out of bounds. Newton will keep it. 53-51, Robinson by 2. Fourth quarter. Taylor Rich checks in. Zimbalem comes out.
Good hands, Brandon Hardiman.
And the Eagles will have to try it again here as they try to get it in under their own basket. 53-51. Maroons. Oh, my. Long count. Beverland takes it to the lane. Knocked away by Hardiman. Hartrick picks it up. Good steal.
Ooh.
Nick Brooks. About forgot where he was. Front row of the bleachers.
I'm not so sure he wasn't out of bounds and came back in.
They stepped on the line, wouldn't go. Justin Hartrick for 3. Got it!
Big
Justin Hartrick, that's a big one. 56-51. Blake drives, puts up the shot. Won't go. Hartrick with a rebound. Loose ball. McKeegan saves it, picks it up. Getting a little rough. And a bad pass. Steal picked up by Rich.
Hardiman was wide open. He couldn't get him the ball.
Now Maroons a little anxious here. 56-51. They lead it by 5. Their biggest lead of the night. Blake. Hartrick's got him. Beverland with him to the top of the key. Weedman. Weedman still out front. Nick Brooks on him now. Rich moves into the post, then back outside. That's Rich with it now. Blake, whoops, he got a step. Puts up the shot. He's got a cold streak. Loose ball out of bounds, and Newton will keep. Oh. Gable was right there, so it must have been off his hands, and it's Robinson ball. Checking into the Newton lineup now is
Wagner again.
Wagner again, and
for Blake.
Blake takes a break.
Well, he's missed a couple of shots.
5:21, yeah.
We're going to get him a breather.
Yeah,
Get him back in here in about a minute, probably.
Yeah. 56-51. Maroons by 5, yeah. McKeegan. Oh, tried to go to Snitker underneath. Tyson let it get away from him out of bounds. It'll be Newton ball. Weedman to Wagner.
Who's their shooter now with Blake on the bench?
I don't know. Gable,
I
right
guess
there.
He'll do it.
Gable for 2, 56-53. McKeegan brings it across the line. Takes the baseline, drops it back out to Hardiman. Hardiman from 15, won't go. Loose ball picked off by Rich. Eagles got the ball. They got a chance to tie if they'd hit a 3 here. It's 56-53 Maroons. Beverland out front. Now Weedman. Now Rich. Weedman guarded by Brooks.
Uh-oh.
They just back it out now.
Wagner rolled his ankle.
I don't know whether he stepped on Snitker's foot or just rolled his ankle or what, but boy, he went down. And
well, that's one way to get Blake back in the game without calling a timeout.
I guess so. And here he comes. 56-53. Newton Eagles, or the Robinson Maroons, lead it here with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Blake back in the ball game, and Wagner went out when he rolled his ankle. That Wagner's a senior, good ball handler for the Eagles.
Blake with 24 points.
Beverland with it.
There he is.
There's Blake. Got to stay right with him. He doesn't need much room.
Hartrick on him.
Weedman.
Well, they're being awfully deliberate to be trailing in the game.
Yeah. 3 minutes and something to go here, a lot of time. 3-point game, 56-53, Maroons on top. They're not used to being in this position either. Hardiman's got Weedman out front. Weedman back with the ball. Now Blake. Rich. Into knocked away, nice job. I don't know who got a hand unless it was Hardiman. McKeegan picked it up. The ball went into Gable and had it knocked away from him.
Newton trailed Effingham in both games, I think, until almost the final horn to get the wins in both cases.
Timeout Maroons.
That's third timeout for the Maroons. They still have 2 left.
3:10.
Newton with 4 left.
And what is it, 56-53? That score's held now for almost a minute.
Wagner's going to the locker room carrying 1 shoe.
Robinson Ford Chrysler's got a full lineup of Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Dodge, Chrysler, and Plymouth products. You don't need a 911 sale to get a sale price from the Robinson Ford Chrysler right there in Robinson. Don't forget the restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson's open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for dinner, Sundays for lunch. That's the American Legion, E.M. Kohler Post 69 in Robinson. Tonight's ball game is being sponsored in part by Hershey Chocolate in Robinson. They're pleased to support the students of the community in their youth activities. That's Hershey Chocolate in Robinson. 3:10 on the clock. Maroons lead 56-53. They've not been in this position for a while either. They played some good ball. They certainly deserve the win here if they can hang on and pull it out. Maroons ball. Hartrick will bring it in. Gives to Jeff McKeegan. Blake back in the ball game for the Eagles. He's their shooter. Snitker with it out front, guarded by Beverly. Back over to McKeegan. Jeff takes the baseline, drops it from 18 feet, in and out. Won't go. Tries to get a foul, didn't happen. Beverly takes the ball down. Back over to Weedman. Where's Blake? Right there. Blake goes against Brooks, kicks it back out to Weedman. There's Blake again. Lost it out of bounds, Maroon ball. 56-53.
2:34 left.
That's 4:15 when I put the time down. It was 56-53. And the score hasn't changed. That's all right. Let it stay. McKeegan with it, guarded by Weedman. Maroons playing a good ball here. Drops into Nick.
Count the basket and foul.
Jeff McKeegan lobbed the pass into Nick Brooks, and Nick had to fight for it. Got it on the floor, had to roll to the other side of the basket, put it up off the glass, scored it, and he's at the line to shoot 1. Nice job. I didn't think the pass was going to get there. Nick did a good job of controlling it. 58-53. And he rolls it in, make it 59. 2:16. There's Blake, takes the baseline, look out, drives, puts it up and in. You're only going to keep him out so long. 59-55. Hardiman, got it.
Nice.
61-55.
Nice assist from Nick Brooks.
There goes Blake to the lane. Kicks it back out. Rich has to back out with it. Weedman, pressure's on. We're under 2 minutes. 61-55. Maroons lead it by 6.
If they can score, they're probably going to get a timeout here. There's only a minute and a half left.
Weedman. Rich. Offensive foul.
And
Mark Gable took it to the basket, tried to dunk it. Offensive foul called. It's Maroons ball. Great call from one side of the court, and not a good one from the other.
Well, I like to see it, but I think Hartrick was moving. I think they got a good break.
Nice pass.
Nick Brooks.
Nick Brooks has a shot block. They call the foul. Yeah.
Yeah. I suppose Beverly.
Boy, they give that so fast. I think it was Beverly 22.
He's the only one who's in the area.
Brooks will be at the line to shoot 2. Maroons lead by 6. What a big win this would be. I was afraid to even talk about it before. We're at 125, and he's got that one. 62-55. Got long rebound. Hartrick with it. Rebound. Good job, Maroons. Keep it. Justin Hartrick. McKeegan with it out front. Pressure on. Jeff's foul. Weedman has to foul him. A minute 14 to go, 62-55. Maroons have done well from the free throw line tonight. They need to keep it up.
This is 1-1. That was the 9th foul, I think.
Got it. Those are big ones. Those are big ones. 63-55. $64-55. 9-point lead by the Maroons. Blake with the ball calls a timeout. What do we got? 111. I'm about to run out of paper here. Putting all these little notes and scores down here. We started the fourth quarter with the Maroons up 51-49, and immediately into the quarter it was tied at 51. We played, it was 56-53 at 4:15, and there wasn't anything scored then until right under 3 minutes left in the quarter, when the Maroons went up 59 to 55, 59-53, and then they scored back again. So we've had a lot of score changes, a lot of pressure basketball here. I'm impressed. The Maroons have done a good job taking care of it here down the stretch. The opportunity at the free throw line, and they've converted, and that's what they got to do. First Robinson Savings Bank's happy to be sponsoring tonight's ball game with locations in Robinson, Oblong, and Palestine. They've been serving Crawford County since 1883, 117 years of meeting the financial needs of our area. We're ready to go again. Newton ball. Weidman with it out front. Gives to Beverly. Blake falls, loses the ball, loose ball. McKeegan still loose ball, picked up by Beverly. Under a minute, he puts up the shot, no good. Rebounds, knocked away, and it's going to be a foul on the Maroon. Hardiman, I think, on the rebound over the back. It is.
It's only his third and the 5th team foul, so the Maroons still have a foul to give.
53 seconds to go in the ball game. Maroons lead it by 9. Weidman takes it to the lane, drops it off. Rich can't get it to go. Put back up by Rich. Blocked. It was Gable's shot. Rich with the rebound. Hardiman's double teamed and finally found by Rich in the corner. Had to stop the clock with 39 seconds. Brandon Hardiman will go to the line. 64-55. Boy, if they could sink 2 here, go up by 11 with 39 seconds, it's almost like don't move.
Just let them go.
Just let them go. Here, you play with the ball. We'll just stay here and wait.
That was a 10th foul, I think, so this should be 2.
Brandon's got 1. Pressure shooting. 65-55, a 10-point lead. 39. Rolled that one off. Okay, got one of them. That's good. Blake down. Has it stolen by Jeff McKeegan. All the way underneath. Oh, and McKeegan undercut. He come down on a hand. There went a wrist. He was undercut and dropped him. It was unintentional. What he tried to do was dunk it. I think McKeegan's out of the game. I think it's a thumb. I think it's a thumb.
So we'll get a designated shooter in here. Who's going to shoot the free throw? Looks like Young is at the bench.
Yeah. Doug Mimoser, the coach, come down to check on McKeegan. And I don't know whether he's just jammed it or if it's broken, but he's in pain over there, I'll guarantee you. Jason Young's going to come in to shoot the free throws. Jeff tried to get up high on that. I think he was trying to get it over the rim. And Gable came down to, went up to try to block the shot and actually undercut him, but it was not an intentional act by any means. So Jason Young will be at the line to shoot 2 now for Jeff McKeegan. Jeff went to the locker room. Missed the first one. 10-point ball game here, 65-55 with 33 seconds to go. Maroons on top.
Jason Young's first trip to the line, and he's been on the bench for Cole for a good while.
Missed them both, in and out. Rich takes it down. Easy, guys. Just let him run with it. Blake will go for three. Got the three.
Timeout.
23 seconds left.
58-68.
68-55. Or I beg your pardon. Yeah, 65-58.
They still have 2 timeouts remaining to kill the clock if they can, if they need it.
That was a 20
if they get the opportunity.
Yeah. Gillespie is still talking to the referee about the call down here. These two know each other. Maroon ball. Hartrick gets it into to Hardiman, has it knocked away. Still a maroon ball. Hardiman got hammered.
Yeah, Rich reached over and punched the ball out.
And we'll do it again. I'd just run a post pattern and throw long. Into Hardiman. Foul called on Rich.
From back here, Hayes made that call.
As he walked away from Gillespie.
It's like Gus said, now.
Okay, even it up, guys.
That should be 5 on Taylor Rich.
Gillespie is trying to give some instruction to the guys out here now. 20 seconds on the clock. 65-58. An 8-point lead by the Maroons. Rich goes out. Zimbalem comes back in the ballgame. What a big win for the Maroons if they can pull this off another 20 seconds. If Hardiman could make one at least, and he does that. Okay, Brandon, just get the other one. Where are we here? 20? In and out. Rebound. Newton goes back. We're at 16 seconds. Blake puts up. Blocked by Nick. He picked it up.
He stepped on the line,
but that's all right. I tell you,
good job.
He blocked the shot, came down in his hands, and he was headed for the bucket, but it was right on the sideline, and he got a foot on the line. A heck of a defensive play. 12 seconds to go. 66-58. Maroons on top. Let him shoot it. He got a hand on that one. Hardiman knocked out of bounds. Maroons ball. Good job, Brandon Hardiman, as he bounced it off Zimbalem.
This game is history.
Yes,
5.7.
Maroons by 8. What a big win for the Robinson Maroons as they run the clock out. 66-58, the Maroons win it. You total.
Okay.
I'll catch up on the selling. Well, what a way to end a ball game here with a win by the Maroons. Just trot on down to the Dairy Queen. Scrumptious DQ Delights. That's right. That's the Robinson Dairy Queen. They're open again. All ready for their 40th season. Stop in and try their new S'more Galore parfaits and 3 new blizzards. Georgia Mud Fudge, a Yukon Cruncher, and Whoppin' Wild. They got great Valentine's Day cakes also. For special orders, be sure to give them 24-hour notice. Only at your Robinson Dairy Queen yogurt store. They're now open on their 40th season. For the best deal in tires, go down to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at